Oleksandr Usyk just came in at a career heaviest 233 pounds. That is the story of the weigh-in, amongst other things. We had to wait for this weigh-in. I can't believe it. I mean, I'm saying it like, obviously like the fight's already happened, but Oleksandr Usyk is someone who I've conditioned certainly at heavyweight. He started at 215, he's gone up to 221. He's been hitting that like clockwork the last few fights. 233 pounds, 12 pounds heavier than he was against Dubois almost a year ago now. I didn't see that coming. Tyson Fury, we heard from John saying, he's going to be the lightest, this, that, and the third. 262 pounds. That's the lightest he's been since 2019. Now, what I looked at with Tyson Fury, and I'll talk about the face-off now in a sec. When I look at both fighters, when I look at Fury, how do I say it? Like, he looks in better shape than he did against Ngannou, in the weigh-in for that fight. It's not a massive job to look better than that. But Fury is never going to be the body beautiful type. But there's not a lot of muscle around there. Even when you see Fury, peak Fury, if you want to call it that, or even Fury a few years ago, when he's on the scale, you can see a little bit of definition there. You see a little bit of muscle. It's just, to me, he just kind of looked slimmer, yeah, but like no real definition there. There's not a great deal of it anyway. I'm wondering, how did he take this weight off? Did he just do it? What way did he do it? Because I know he's been in camp for a while, but has he mainly just been kind of focusing on boxing and just not necessarily dieting and just taking it off? He looked in better shape, 262. It's going to be interesting to see him on fight night, how that transitions into his performance. But Oleksandr Usyk, one thing I noticed about Usyk, definitely, is that he appears to have more around the core. Not necessarily fat, but not really. But his core just looks a little bit bigger. I'm wondering, is he envisioning a body attack from Tyson Fury? Is he listening to people saying that vulnerable to the body, vulnerable to the body, vulnerable to the body, and now he's thinking in his head, get a bit more protection around there? Possibly. I still can't believe he weighed in at that. I really can't. When they said it, I was thinking, like, did I hear that correctly? Did I actually hear that correctly? Very surprised. And, with Tyson Fury, it's happened in the past with him, with his opponents, I should say. Deontay Wilder springs to mind, where they've decided bigger is better. And it hasn't been the case. With Deontay Wilder, in the second fight, he came in heavier than he normally does. I think he was in the low 230s, which, again, not a good weight for Deontay Wilder. I thought he would have learned from that going into the trilogy fight. And with Tyson Fury, in that trilogy fight, we had a Tyson Fury who was not firing on all cylinders. He'll even tell you that, he wasn't as up for that fight as he was for the rematch. And Deontay Wilder, he nearly beat Tyson Fury, but he nearly never won the race. And Tyson Fury was, I think, 270 something for that fight. I'm not exactly sure, but he's in the 270s anyway. But he wasn't in as good a shape as he was for the rematch. And Deontay Wilder, I thought he would have learned from the second fight, come in a bit lighter. He actually came in even heavier. He was 238, he was nearly 240, which was crazy for someone like Deontay Wilder's frame and dimensions. And did it pay dividends? No, it didn't. He was blowing after a round. I don't think it's going to be as dramatic with Oleksandr Usyk. I don't think it will be, quite frankly. You could see Wilder really bulked up. But that's an example of someone trying to put the size on to be Fury, and instead of focusing on their actual strengths, and it came back to bite them. Especially in that trilogy fight, because I think that if Wilder had been, say, his normal 220, 218, he would have stood I'm not saying he would have won, but he would have stood a much higher chance of winning that fight. Honestly, I was surprised. In terms of the face-off, well, there wasn't really much of a face-off. It was literally, in about 2 seconds, Fury straight in Usyk's face. I wonder, is that because... Now, again, the face-offs, you can take something from face-offs, but then at the same time, you can just say, like, they're both experienced. Fury didn't face off with Usyk yesterday at the press conference. And Fury's always made a point of trying to get into the opponent's head. Any little victories he can get. I mean, this is a man who said, and Vladimir Klitschko, I think that really did, that got to Klitschko when he brought up that sauna story. You have Tyson Fury who will go into a sauna with a guy and will deliberately try and be the last one to leave. Now that's Tyson Fury, and he's doing that to Vladimir Klitschko. Well, Oleksandr Usyk, well, first doesn't look at him, and you could say, yeah, he's deep in thought. And in this one, he does face off with him, but he instantly, stops the face off by, going and trying, get up in Usyk's face, security get involved. I'm wondering, and again, I'm only thinking outside the box here, I'm wondering, did he do that because he didn't want to lose that face off? That he's thinking, Oleksandr Usyk, even something, because bear in mind, you're going to go in there with Vladimir Klitschko and you're going to bring up a story about we were both in a sauna and I beat him in the sauna, therefore I'll beat him in everything. I'm wondering if Fury, in his mind, subconsciously, is he thinking, I don't want to lose this face off, so let's just not have a face off. Let me just stop it before it even happens. I'm just wondering, again, just thinking outside the box, has this made me have a think over things about my prediction? I'm not as confident. I didn't pick Usyk with a great degree of confidence before. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one. I'm going to have Joe Stunner Boxing on in the next hour, and we're going to have a chat about this. Come and join us for that. But, yeah, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that from Usyk. With Fury, I actually thought he might be a little bit heavier, but in the 260s, I was expecting that. I thought it'd be kind of 265 to 268, but 262 it's in around that ballpark. But I was not expecting Usyk in the 230s. No, sir. Crazy. Let me know your thoughts. Has the weigh-in, has that now changed your pick for this fight? Are you looking like I am and thinking, okay, if you were 225, I wouldn't really raise much of an eyebrow, but 233, ooh. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I'll leave it there. I'll chat to you in a wee bit, lads. Peace.